I started off at FNC in customer support and advanced to a lead in customer support, and then moved to an XML forms development position, and then from there moved to QA. So I'm a great example of, growing your skills and learning different things and advancing in the company.
So I've been at FNC for 12 years now. I started here right out of school, actually. I started off working on our corporate website and our company intranet. Started playing with .NET back in like 2001-2. That kind of evolved into working on some of our shared platforms or our multi-tenant environments, and that's now evolved into still with the application development, but also doing some focus on some test automation and a big focus on our internal systems implementations and system integrations.
I'm a machine learning guy who's working on the various type of different data. Our aim is to design a machine learning model, a model which can, by using machine learning model, we can do things computationally, like a image classification system where the computer will tell you whether this image belongs to a house or a car or a train, or its application can be in security purposes like airport security systems and fingerprint scanning systems.
When we first come in, my team gets together and we do a code review on our latest progress, and it's just a chance for us to get together and talk about the new stuff we've been working on and get advice and intake. And usually that means a lot of improvement, so it's great. It helps me as a developer learn the best way to do things, new ways to do things. It's really cool.
For the most part, I use C#. It's a Microsoft .NET language. We use Visual Studio, which is a pretty cool IDE. I've used others in the past, and this one is by far my favorite. We also, that's for the bulk of our stuff. We also do, a lot of the front-end stuff in JavaScript, CSS, things like that. Some other technologies. It's mostly revolving around programming languages. We use a little bit of Python for some of our little machine learning type things. We also we're kind of dabbling, our toes a little bit in the NoSQL world. So we're implementing some of our data storage in a MongoDB database, and that's been interesting. Just doing other technical investigations, things like Adhip, but not necessarily day to day. There's just always kind of little one-off different technology things that we've been working on. The most cutting edge technology that we use is probably some of our NoSQL stuff, kind of like I mentioned. We're doing things like we're using Elasticsearch to provide a better full text search experience. We're also doing, like I said, we're using MongoDB to kind of do some of our non-transactional data storage. We do have neural networks, and so we're kind of trying to implement our own algorithms and stay abreast of all the new, the new algorithms that are coming out of academia and things like that, and seeing if there's any way that we can, put those, incorporating those into our existing neural network, things like that. So it's not necessarily new technology, but it's just kind of staying on top of where the algorithms are and just trying to, analyze and figure out, if they can kind of give us better results than what we were getting the day before.
Coming from the academic world and seeing basically only Visual Studio and doing the entire project myself, now seeing things come from TFS with the Team Foundation server where everybody's having their hands on it, and seeing how things from different departments come together. And so I really like that Team Foundation server technology, and it really makes a huge effort relatively a small task.
The platform that I work on is a third-party application, so to customize it to fit into FNC's need is a challenge. And so far, with the help of my coworker in my department, we have been able to customize those applications to fit according to FNC's needs and its employees. So those were the challenges to begin with, but I think we have done it well so far.
The latest one it's not really launched yet, but it's in the process of launching, is Guard 360, and it's challenging for a lot of reasons, just because there's a lot of data that's moving around securely behind the scenes. and making that fast and user-friendly is very challenging. And obviously we've met with the marketing folks and Karen and our team downstairs, and figured out how to make it all work and be user-friendly. It's pretty cool, and it works in Internet Explorer 7 and above, which is also, that's hard to do. So I'm pretty proud of that.
One of the projects that I thought was really cool is we have a web page that basically allows you to upload Excel data, and the Excel data is in the form of orders, right? So there's anywhere from 25 to 40 different types of properties associated with each order, like loan number, the order, the service that they're ordering, the address, all these different things, right? So the way we wrote it, which I thought was really cool, is we figured out a way to make that all dynamic. So the really cool thing that I liked about it that I did was I basically took string data as input and created a parse tree and kind of composed my own code expressions using some of the kind of things that you learn from like the automata class and things like that.
I've been a Scrum Master for a team at FNC a couple of years ago, and I just think what really works about the Scrum methodology is it empowers teams to really build the software in a more creative way. And so I think that's one of the greatest things about Scrum is that we're able to do more and be more flexible with how we build with Scrum.
We all sit together, so it's like QA development, the analysts were all in the same area. And so it's easy to get to other people if you have any questions or whatever. So, and I mean, I think before we were even implementing Scrum, that was the kind of environment we were working in LandSafe. So
I've been with FNC for about 12 years now. It's a long time. Obviously I like it if I've been with it that long. The culture is definitely my favorite part of FNC. You got a lot of really smart, talented people that are willing to work hard and do a good job, but at the same time know how to have fun. But being in an environment where you're working alongside people that are smart makes you feel better. It helps challenge you, helps you push yourself and do better as well. And at the end of the day, like I said, we all like to have fun, and so that's a big part of it as well.
FNC will spoil you to any other company, though. I mean, the yoga, the family-friendly, the constant food, the support I get from my boss and my teammates. It's pretty long list of things. I've been here 11 years, so it's a long list of things that are great about FNC.
I personally love the big challenges that we're facing that we try and solve. I personally love the people here, and I like surrounding myself with super smart people because I feel like it kind of elevates everyone's game. I like at FNC that you have the creativity, or you have the freedom to be creative and be able to explore whatever avenues you want. If you see a problem that needs to be solved, then nobody's going to stop you from going and trying to solve that problem. And so you really can kind of like make your own path here at FNC, and that's one thing I think is super cool. And
so FNC has got the 80-20 project, so that you can use 80% of your time on like my sprints or my Scrum team. I could use 80% of my 40-hour work week, devoted to the sprint, and then 20% of your time you can work on a project that's been approved by management. So there's something you're really interested in, maybe you can kind of swing it towards FNC, and then create like a project that might benefit FNC, and then they'll let you use 20% of your time to work on it. So it's really cool.
It's not like you come here and just work on the stuff that the company or your director is asking you to do. You have your own freedom to come up with a new idea and tell them like, look, this product is going to do better for the company. So this is what I like about FNC, and I think that motivates any employee to be innovative.
I'd say go for it. I mean, it's a great place to work. Just if you got something to offer, something that you think you'd be a benefit to FNC, I'd say come on and join the team. We'd be happy to have you. especially if you're a developer, because we need some more developers. So come on over.
The good part about FNC is the opportunities. You will get a lot of opportunities here. Moreover, you can do your work. You don't have any pressure, but at the same time, you enjoy working with your colleagues. They are so friendly. I have learned a lot here after coming here. I joined 7 months back, but still the learning curve is very great. So when you have a lot of opportunities, when you have a nice people, you have a learning environment, obviously you will get the best out of it.
Best movie you'll ever make. Serious. I mean, I'm a little bit biased, but yes, best movie you'll ever make.